Alrighty guys, what is up? Yes, I haven't been able to do one of these videos in a long time, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. If you do, please hit that like button, and also check out the server I'm playing on right now, guys. It's an awesome server, and I hope you can have a good time. It's play.asgard-mc.net, and I think you'll have a wonderful time. Also, this is a server that I work with, and I have a good friend over there, and they also have a 50% sale going on right now, so if you want to check it out, show it some love. I would really appreciate that, especially if you love me. I hope you can go show it some love. So also, like I said, hit that like button if you'd like to see more of these kind of videos. I very much appreciate it. And it also allows me to tell some awesome stories. This story that I'm telling you right now, well, this is a story that occurred this week. So keep that in mind. This was pretty dadgum scary. So let me show you Asgard, the Asgard Ascension. But first I have to make myself to the Tree of Life. So as you walk through here, you will make your way over to that beautiful tree over there that is the Tree of Life. Yes, the Tree of Life. There's a movie called The Tree of Life, and it's very good. If you haven't seen it, I think it's got Brad Pitt in it. Very lovely. Very lovely. All right, so let's get in there, and as you go through the Tree of Life, you will slowly make your way to Valhalla. So if you want to make your way to Valhalla, you have to work your way through the prison-type situation. So you have to make your way through all of these amazing, wonderful little prisons. Yeah, this is a prison-type server, so you have to work your way to get to Valhalla. If you don't know what Valhalla is, it's basically heaven. So you make your way to Valhalla by going through all the trials and tribulations that are life. And life is a prison. Dark and dreary. There was a lot of material. Someone must have left it there. No complaints. I'll keep it. But before we go any further, let me go ahead and put this material on. And let's go ahead and start that story, shall we? This story is a very serious story, and I want you guys to know about it. It was a scary situation. It was not only a scary situation for me, but it was a scary situation for my friends. So let's go ahead and start that story. All right, so my friends had decided that they wanted to get some motorcycles. Yes, motorcycles. Motorcycles, not the right word, though. I'm going to go ahead and rebuttal that. They got crappy Chinese little moped type motorcycles. Now, I say cheap. They were $2,000. Obviously, that's not terribly cheap, especially as I don't want to buy one because it's too expensive for my taste. But when you're buying something that you're going that fast on the road, I think the minimum I would be spending is $10,000, just for the fact that, well, the guys that were selling it to us said that they were cheap Chinese pieces of crap. So that was already a big thing that was screaming, hey, don't buy these. But my friends, on the other hand, well, they wanted to buy them. So more power to them. I hope they enjoy them. They seem to enjoy them, so I'm going to let them continue enjoying them. They go on rides. They have wonderful times. I'm just not a bike person. Can't see myself on a bike. Maybe a tricycle. Well, tricycle's the wrong word. A trike. Yeah, that's what we call them. Trike. Tricycle, that sounds a little kiddie. I don't want to be on a little kiddie trike. Tricycle. Trike is cool. Tricycle is not cool. Either way, let me continue my story. My friends went to go buy these bikes. It was hilarious because, well, I just can't see myself on a bike. Let me continue. All right, so these bikes, as I said, were pretty cheap. They had went to go buy these bikes. The guys there that were selling the bikes even called them crappy Chinese manufactured mopeds. Obviously, they come in boxes and then they put it together and then they sell it. That's cool. That's awesome. My friend Aviator Gaming, you know him. You love him. Wonderful guy. Well, he went and bought himself a Harley Davidson helmet and then went to this place to buy this, moped, bike, motorcycle thing. And they were like, wait a minute, so you went out and you bought a Harley Davidson helmet to ride our crappy Chinese manufactured moped bikes? So that was, like I said, a big red flag. Oh, all right, so they bought them. We went for a ride. I obviously am not riding on the motorcycle or bikes because I wasn't mainly comfortable with it. I'm not big with something with two wheels. That's why I said I would get a trike or maybe a doom buggy. I like doom buggies. Doom buggies are cool. Either way, I'm in my truck following them to make sure that they can make it home safe and sound. That's something I definitely want my friends to do. I'm that kind of friend. I want to make sure that they're going to be safe and sound. So, as we're heading down the road, well, the one that Aviator Gaming was on, which was actually Guy Rocky's, he didn't feel safe and comfortable driving it back to his house, so Aviator Gaming drove Guy Rocky's bike back to his house. Well, the one that Aviator was on broke down. it started acting funny, and we were able to pull over onto a nice road, and we were able to figure out what the issue was. And well, he was able to get it up and running, and we ran it back to the place to say, hey, something's wrong with this bike. Can you figure out what it is? We'd like to figure it out so we can get back home and call this day a day. All right. So they looked it over. They're like, okay, we think we figured out what the problem is. We fixed it. You guys can go back on your merry way, and I'll see you guys hopefully never. So guess what? They saw us very shortly later. Well, here's the thing. I want you guys to know that the title of this video has nothing to do with the bikes. None of my friends wrecked their bikes. This is a story about somebody deciding to be stupid and text and drive. So keep that in mind. I want you guys to understand before I even start talking about this any further. Texting and driving is the stupidest thing you can do. You not only put your life at danger, but you put other people in danger because you decide that your life is more important, and your life is so important that you can text and drive and most likely eventually hit somebody. It's going to really stink, especially if you hurt or kill somebody. You have to live with that for the rest of your life. So, obviously you know that the story is going to end with a texting and driving person. So, Aviator got back on his bike, actually Rye Guy Rocky's bike, and we went on our merry way. So, he broke down again. How fun! What is that? These are cheap moped-like motorcycles? We should have known better? Ah, well. They seem to enjoy them, and I hope they continue to enjoy their little moped bikes. And I just hope that nobody gets hurt. Motorcycles are very dangerous. Obviously, make sure you wear the type of, helmets and jackets and whatnot. And all my friends wear that, so that's good. I'm glad that they actually have a type of material that they need to keep themselves safe and not hurt. Either way, a car hitting us because we broke down, that's another story. That's another situation, and it's a very scary situation. Zach had broken down, and in the position that he had broken down this time, there was no getting over. So I had to get behind my friends and protect them with my truck. I used my truck as some sort of guard, hoping that if somebody hit me, they wouldn't get hit. I'm in a truck. I have a better chance of surviving some sort of hit. So I was able to get behind them. Some of the drivers that were driving by were really mad at the motorcycle drivers, which was my friend Aviator Gaming, Jay Bull, and who was it? Oh, my friend Bam Lounge. So it was a very scary situation, but I was able to protect them with my vehicle. And it looked like everything was going to be fine. We were hopefully going to be able to move this car over across the road once, traffic had died down somewhat. Well, our lane of traffic had died down, but the left side, the oncoming traffic, had not died down just yet. So we were going to wait and hopefully get our vehicle over into a parking lot that was on the other side of the road, helping, us get out of the road, therefore hopingly not getting in some sort of rear-end collision. So we're looking at the oncoming traffic, and it's still pretty severe. Zach's trying to figure out what's wrong with the bike again, because yes, these are not very expensive moped-type motorcycles, and they're having issues. They're breaking down. They're not very well manufactured, sadly. Either way, the traffic on the other side of the road was not, stopping. It was pretty bad. And the traffic that was in our lane was starting up again. The red light that was about a quarter mile back was starting up again. I see a black Jeep coming in pretty darn high. And it's coming in fast. And it was scary. I honestly had my life flash before my eyes, and I wasn't really sure how to feel about that. This car was going about 75 in a 55. And I didn't know what else to do. At this point, I had pulled my car back about 2.5 car lengths. Very scary situation. I was still in drive at this point because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know how fast they were going to be able to fix this motorcycle, and they were just going to get and go. Well, when I see this Jeep coming up behind me as quickly as it was, I immediately throw my car in park and pull my e-brake as hard as I can. I locked that e-brake so tight, I was hoping, God willing, that I get hit, and hopefully my car doesn't get used as some sort of battering ram, knocking my friends hurt or killed. So here comes this black Jeep. it's slow motion at this point in my life. It was slow freaking motion. I'd already pulled it to park and pulled that e-brake. I'd pulled that e-brake and it was taut. I see my friend Tyson, Bam Lounge, in front of me trying to wave this black Jeep down, saying, slow down. I didn't know what else to do but to honk. They were behind me, but they were coming in, and they were coming in fast. I just laid on my horn. The next thing I see is her swerving around me. Looked like the tires were smoking and everything. She's finally coming across, and she's sliding past me, and I'm just looking at her like, oh my gosh. And she has the audacity to, at this point, look up from her phone, look over at me, and give me the bird. So it was my fault that you were texting and driving. Oi, people, you cannot text and drive. Not only did she almost kill me, but she almost killed my 3 friends who had just broken down on the side of the highway. Because whoever you were texting was more important than the lives that may or may not have been in front of you. I want you guys to know that I always end my stories with a moral. And the moral of this story is, don't text and drive, please. It's so stupid. Whatever you're texting, it is not that important. If someone's in the car with you, tell them, hey, text this person. Texting, it's just not worth it. In most states, it's illegal. So don't break the law, dum-dum. Oy, people scare me sometimes. They really, truly do. And I hope you guys can be smarter than, you know, texting and driving. I know some of you don't text. And I know some of you don't drive yet. But once you finally do start driving, please don't text and drive. And make sure if you see your parents texting and driving, tell them to knock that crap off. Not only are they putting their lives in danger, they're putting the other people's lives in danger. That could be someone else's mother or father or son or child on the end of that vehicle that may be being hit. Scary stuff, guys. It was definitely one of those lives flashing before my eyes kind of moment. I even explained that to the guys afterwards. They were like, dude, you almost got smoked. And I'm like, yeah, so did you guys. Because she was going so fast, even with me 2 car lengths back, it would have thrown me into them. And they most likely would have been severely injured and if not, killed. Scary stuff, guys. Please be safe when you guys are out on the roads. As always, I really enjoy being able to play with you guys. I like being able to do stories, and I'm glad I was able to come over here on this server. I hope you can check it out. There will be a link in the description if you want to check it out and have some fun. Yes, I had a wonderful time, and I hope you guys have had a wonderful time as well. I'm going to be selling some stuff, and, you know, I'm going to work my way back up. And by that, work my way back up. Oh yes, I've gone through this prison once already. So if you want to try to be the very best that no one ever was, come on over here, play with me, and have a good time. I'll hopefully be live streaming over here very shortly. So I'll end the video there. As always, check it out, show it some love, hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And I will end this video there. Bye guys. Love you guys.